Welcome to Engineering Scale Models. I'm Jason, your host, and I do models. How is everyone doing today? Today we're looking at another part of my logic series, and we're going to look at the D latch. Now, a D latch is like an SR latch, and you haven't watched my SR latch video, you should check that out. It's in the logic playlist. So a D latch is very similar to your SR latch, and if you remember the SR latch, it has a NOR gate, a NOR gate, two inputs, and this input is tied to this one, and this input is tied to this one, and this is your Q, and this is your Q not. Okay, and then you would have your reset and set here. And then when we added an enable, we added an AND gate here and an AND gate here. This AND gate fed to this one. Sorry for my drawing skills. And then this was your R and S, and then you had an enable right here. Enable. So what if you wanted to just flip through with one button? So a D latch comes through here, and then there is an inverter that comes through and connects here, and then this is your D input. So you have one input and it toggles low or high. It sets it when the button is pushed and the enable's pushed, and it resets it if the enable is activated and the button is not pushed. So if the input is low and the enable goes, it will be a reset. If the enable's high and the input's high, it'll be a set. So that's basically how that works. So if you have your D and E inputs, and you have your Q and your Q naught, so and we have 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. I always do that. 1, 0, 1, 1. So if you have nothing on the inputs, it's going to stay at the last state. It's going to stay whatever it was before. If you have a 0 on D and a 1 on the input, it's going to reset it if it's not already reset. If you have a 1 on the D input and a 0 on the enable, it's going to be the last state. And then if you have a high and a high, a 1 and a 1, you're going to get the set function. So that is your truth table. So it's a simple truth table. I know my drawing skills are horrible. It's hard to draw on a tablet thing. I'm just not good at it. I hope to get better. So let's go to the overhead view and take a look at this here. Here is my nice and neat drawing of the circuit and how I hooked it up. Let me go in a little bit here so we can see this. It is in pencil in case I make a mistake. So I'm using 3 logic gates. I'm using a 74 LS02, 74 LS08, and an 04. That's a hex inverter. 2 positive AND gates, and then a NOR gate system, quad NOR gate, 2 input. So I could have turned one of the NOR gates into an inverter, but it would have been messy on the breadboard, so I used the inverter chip. So I have the, you can't even see that, look at that. So I have this as my D right here, and turn the power on. So this is my D right here, it's my data, and my enable is over here. So well, this is Q and this is Q naught. So it's reset right now. So I have right here, I have a data pin going to pin 1A of the inverter, and also to pin 1 of the first AND gate. And then I have the other side of the inverter, which is Y1Y, which is pin 2, and that is going to pin 4 of the AND gate. I tied pin 5 and 2 of the AND gate together, and then I brought the enabled over and plugged it into pin 5 of the enable signal, so that enables it. And from the AND gate here, which is the output pin 6, I went to pin 2 of NOR gate 1, and then this AND gate was pin 3, and I went to OR gate pin 6. And then I connected the outputs of NOR gate 1, which was 7, into pin 5 of this NOR gate, and pin 4 of this NOR gate, which is the output, to the input pin 3 of this NOR gate. And I hooked some LEDs up to Q and Q naught. So that is how I did that. So basically I can press, oh man, that doesn't want to stick in, that is weird. I can press data all I want and nothing happens, but if I press data and I hit that enable button, it locks that value in. Now I can press data all I want as long as that enable doesn't go. But here's the thing, if I want to keep it high and the enable's going to go off, I have to hold the button down and then nothing happens. But if I press the enable with this input low, it resets the system. So in order to put a high in, and now I can press enable all I want without pressing anything else. I can press data all I want, and it stays in that last state. So if I want a 1, then I can do that. But if I then I can do that. But if I reset it by inputting a 0 in the data, it resets it. So this will store a bit of data in this D-type latch. In the next video, we're going to look at a D flip-flop, but this is just a D latch. I wanted to cover this after the SR latch, give it its own video, because there's a video out there, Shop Talk, where I'm working on a project, and I believe that this system right here will serve the need that I have for fixing that circuit. So that's going to do it for this, guys. A little D latch logic. Here's my social media. Here's my Patreon if you want to donate. I'm trying to save up for some new equipment, some nice testing gear from Singlet. You can help support me there if you so choose. But thank you guys for watching, and have a fantastic day.